Hey guys, welcome back to Beautifully Bookish. Today I'm going to be filming the long-awaited part 2 of my wedding update series. For those of you who have been asking me to film this, I am finally getting the time to sit down and film it. I have just been in New York for the past almost month doing all kinds of wedding related stuff because I have to do everything kind of crammed together when I am in New York. So that was the last time I'm going to be in New York before I fly out again for the actual wedding in October. And we just passed the 2-month mark a couple of days ago. My wedding is happening in 2 months. It's crazy. So I figured I'd talk to you guys about what I got done while I was in New York. If you follow me on Tumblr or Twitter or Instagram especially, you probably already know some of these things. But for those of you who don't, I'm going to catch you up to speed. So I actually made a list for myself on my phone of all the to-dos I needed to do while I was in New York doing the wedding stuff. So this was my list. I needed to do a walkthrough of the venue with my day of coordinator, which I did with my parents. It was stressful, just talking about where things are gonna be happening, where things are gonna be set up, where the guest book is gonna be, where the tables are gonna be, what the flower arrangements might look like on the tables, what furniture I'm gonna use, where the aisle is gonna be set up because I'm having the ceremony and the reception in the same place. Everything kind of has to flow and, work together. So we talked about all that stuff. Crazy. I also went to a tasting at the venue with the caterer that works there. My mom and I went together and it was 3 other couples tasting the food and me and my mom, because Tony can't ever come to any of this stuff because he can't really get off from work and come out to New York for this kind of stuff. So yeah, me and my mom, we got to taste the food. It was really yummy though, so that was good. I also met with my officiant. I went into Manhattan and met with him in his office in Manhattan, and we had a conference call kind of with Tony because again, he couldn't be there. But we talked to him over the phone and we finalized what our ceremony is going to be like. So that's good. We crossed that off the list. I also went for a couple of cake tastings. I went to one on Long Island and I went to one in Manhattan. And like always, I liked the place in Manhattan better. I don't know. It's just like anything that's in Manhattan or in the city is just notches above what you can find on Long Island. So I think we're going to go with the cake place. It's also a cupcake place too, called Empire New York City or Empire Cake New York City. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen this picture of the sketch that they sent me the next day of what my cake is going to look like roughly. So it's gonna be a fondant cake in a light gray and it's gonna have painted on flowers to it. I think it's really intricate looking and really pretty and different. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the actual thing looks like. I got my hair cut. That was another to-do that was on here. I did that. I haven't gotten my hair trial done yet. I'm thinking that I wanna do something up, but loosely up, not pulled back tightly or anything. And something with braids, something kind of bohemian looking with braids. I have a few kind of inspiration pictures that I'm going to show my hairdresser the next time I'm back in New York in October for my hair trial, and we'll see. I also had to put together and send out my invitations, and that was a big to-do, but I did it. It took a couple of days, but I got them all out and I'm happy that everyone has them now, and I've already started getting RSVPs, so that's exciting when you get those in the mail. Finally, I went for about 4 fittings for my dress when I was home. The reason I had to go for 4 fittings was because the last time I dropped off my dress was the first time I met with the seamstress, and I had a fitting and I left it there in May, and then I came to California, and the next time I came back, I went for another fitting, and it was the most nightmarish thing that has happened to me so far in this planning process, because I went there and they had done the hem and they had started the bustle and they had taken in the dress a little bit, all kinds of different tweaks that they were doing to the dress. And I went to put the dress on and I asked my mom to zip me, and the dress would not zip. It was a little bit terrifying. I couldn't believe the dress would not zip. I was thinking, it just zipped 2 months ago. I really don't think I've gained that much weight or anything for it not to zip. So then the seamstress came out and she was pulling on it and trying to zip it. And she said, oh, you must have gained a little weight. And I'm thinking, like, why are you telling me I gained weight? That's mean, first of all. Second of all, I don't think I did gain weight. I'm pretty sure they just took in the dress too much. Because even if they took it in and I gained 5 pounds, it would still zip, or at least I would hope it still zip, maybe be a little tight, but it would still zip. So then they had to take it back out again. So they did that. I went back for another fitting and it did zip this time. But then there was problems with the bustle. You could see where the snaps were for the bustle because my dress is very soft and flowy and totally chiffon. It's hard to hide anything like snaps for the bustle. So they've been working on that too, and it's not finished yet. So I'm gonna have to go back when I'm back in New York and go for more fittings, but at least it zips now, so that's good. 2 days before I left, I had my bridal shower, which was supposed to be a surprise, but it wasn't in the end. I found out about it. I am just too smart for my own good. But it was better because things like bridal showers make me very anxious, and I was very nervous about having all those people there at the same time, my family and my friends, and things being about me and me being the center of this party, the center of attention, is really not what I like, especially since Tony wasn't even there to take some of the attention off of me. It was all me, and like having an open presence in front of people gives me a lot of anxiety. So I'm glad that that's over. I understand that you have to have one. It was very nice for my friends and family to come out and help with it, and you know, it was fine, but I am just glad that that's over. I was talking to a couple of my bridesmaids about my bachelorette party, which I think is gonna happen the next time I'm back in October. We haven't finalized anything for the bachelorette yet because you know how things are with a bunch of girls. Sometimes it can be a little hard to plan things and coordinate things. So I'll let you guys know what happens with that, or I'll let you know on Twitter or wherever else on the internet. I'm sure you guys will see or hear about it. So the only other bad thing besides the dress not fitting that has happened really so far in the planning process is that I made the mistake of ordering my belt for my dress and my little bolero, lace bolero that I was gonna wear over my dress from an Etsy shop that is located in China that has since been shut down. So I had to reorder those items because I waited 5 months for them to come, and I don't think they're coming, and I don't think I'm getting a refund. So my advice to you is Etsy is great, but maybe try to stick to USA, Canada, sellers that are close to you, and you can really follow up on them, because the whole them being in China thing is really preventing me from being able to dispute them not giving me the items. And that, plus it's over 45 days, everything. So that was a little bit disappointing and a waste of money. But I had since ordered those items from other Etsy sellers, and one of them has come already, and it's really beautiful and I really love it. I love Etsy. If you guys follow me on Sublime, you know last week I posted a Etsy favorite shops list. So all the favorite shops of Etsy that I've had recently for wedding and other stuff. And right now I'm actually doing a giveaway on that list. So Sublime is letting me give away a kind of a fandom-y bracelet item, which is one of the shops that I bought a present for my sister at for her birthday a few months ago. I got her a Les Mis bracelet that says, "To love another person is to see the face of God." It's a quote from Les Mis, but they also have bracelets and other kind of jewelry related things that have quotes from Harry Potter, from Doctor Who, from The Hunger Games, Sherlock, all those very fandom-y, super Tumblr-esque fandoms. They have really cool items from this shop on there. So I decided to give away one of those items. So if you want, you can click right here and it will take you to my Sublime list of my favorite Etsy shops wedding-wise, and also enter the giveaway on there. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. I hope this was entertaining to hear more about my wedding. If you have any other questions wedding related that you're just curious about, you can leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.
Have you ever seen such pretty